Oh, I can. Period. I know I can make it zoom in on me or not. So, I need like some more blush before I start. Honestly, I don't even care. Make sure my face is on its T before I do anything, honestly. Okay. So, welcome to my live. My name is Bruce Williams. I'm a commentator, and I love to come out here and just talk my piece on things, what I've seen throughout the week. I haven't been on here in over a week or two, I feel like. So I just wanted to come out here and say my piece on things, because that's what I do. I don't be on here every week. I be on here some weeks, and some weeks I'm gone, you know? But I am a political commentator and pop culture commentator. I like to talk about literally anything I want. And if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. I don't give a fuck. Okay. But to be honest, it has not been a great week for me. It has been like a very hectic week. And I just don't like anything right now. I don't like anyone. I don't want to be around anyone. I just want to do me and focus on me. And I think that's all I want to do, because everyone pisses me off. But I think the first thing I want to get into is the Victoria's Secret show. I thought it was a lovely show. I don't know if a lot of people who are on here that is so into politics, like, they're probably not going to want to listen to this, but I think that if you do listen to this, you'll understand where I'm coming from. I enjoyed the Victoria's Secret show. I loved a lot of the girls' outfits. I have some critiques. I do feel like that some of the women look very not as confident as we're used to, like a Naomi Campbell pumping through on the runway stage. I think that someone like her, Giselle, they just don't look down a lot. You know, they just walk, and they just know that they are not going to, you know, trip, fall, anything. I feel like a lot of these girls, a lot of them are new, or a lot of them haven't been on that stage in a while, that they just forgot how to actually just walk up there without looking insecure. A lot of them looked insecure, especially even Bella Hadid. I know that she was like on her deathbed a few, like, I guess like a week ago, apparently. There's something wrong with her lungs. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know what was wrong with her lungs. I didn't even know that she was basically on her deathbed and a bed rest. I don't fucking know what's going on with her, but she looked absolutely amazing. Her body is absolutely so gorgeous. Body, face, everything. I even think Gigi Hadid looked really great. I like Gigi Hadid's white attire, where she was wearing those big, like, poofy, like, gorgeous wings. It was so pretty, so pretty. But I feel like that she was more confident on stage than Bella Hadid, honestly. Maybe because Bella Hadid was going through some severe health issues, something like that. I don't know. But I found that Bella didn't look as confident, you know? Especially in the white one. I guess because that those wings that she had on were 50 pounds. That's what I've heard, allegedly, that they was 50 pounds. And, you know, she looked like she couldn't walk as much. But either or, in that red, beautiful lingerie outfit, it was absolutely gorgeous. The girl can do no wrong in my eyes. But you know who I think they should have had on there? They should have had Naomi Campbell. I think that was the only person that was missing. They didn't have Giselle either. They had Candace. They had Amanda. They had Alex Consani, which we're going to get into that too. Who else did they have? They had my girl Doutzen. I love Doutzen. She's one of my favorites. I like Doutzen a lot. I think, is it Doutzen Chorus or something like that? I like her a lot because during the pandemic, she was against the V. Like, she was against the V and like the COVID bullshit. That she literally, like, she also got like support from Giselle as well. That's why they're my favorite, because I like when the models come out and they show how right-wing they really are. I know that Dawson, like, she follows Candace Owens and a lot of right-wing pundits too on her Instagram. So that's what I get excited to see Dawson. And I'm surprised that they even allow her to get on stage and do her thing. But I guess it just shows that when you're beautiful, you're talented, and you have like you have something that's worth value of being a beautiful person, like Doubtson is. You can like pivot through Hollywood and still go back to like your normal life where you're on the outskirts and you're with your black husband and your children and you just do you. You know what I mean? Like I like her. I like her a lot. She's one of the most beautiful women out there. Oh my gosh, still gorgeous. I remember watching like a runway show of her back in 2008 and how she had that beautiful glittery eyeshadow on. And I did an eyeshadow look the other day, just out of inspiration. The Victoria's Secret, like if you're a gay boy or like if you're a woman out there, unless you're a fat, ugly, disgusting bitch, and you don't like to see skinny, petite, very unattainable beauty, and you don't get inspired by these people, like you're fucking dumb. I hate fat bitches out there who look at those women and they're like, oh my god, they're all just filled with Botox. It's like, bitch, Botox can't even fucking help your ugly ass. So, bitch, get the fuck in the get in the back of the line, okay? Get in the back of the line. I'm so sick of you bitches out there, okay? I really am. I just love Dowson so much. I think that she's honestly so gorgeous. I think she's my favorite. I really do. I'm biased. She's my favorite. I like the short dress and the wings. The wings look so gorgeous and regal. My favorite thing was the bronze theme. The bronzy attire was it. Now that other ghetto shit where they was doing like the lounge wear. Barbie Ferreira, she was done wrong. I don't know what the fuck they gave her denim fucking wings. I was like, denim wings? What in the ghetto-ness is going on? And then they had a TikToker named Quinn Blackwell with these tiny plastic wings. And then she was wearing this black, like, it was like a black underbra under an underwear. And then it was bright pink, like what was it? It was a very bright pink, almost as pink as this. And it just looked so ghetto. I was like, of course, I made the ghetto. Then I kept seeing like these bodies on there that I did not like. It was like fat bitches running on the runway. There were women with like, they look like normal women up there with just full of makeup. They don't look like the goddesses, like the Naomi Campbells of the world, the Giselles of the world, the Bella Hadids of the world. It was just. I was like, oh no, I don't want to see this. Like, you're gross. You're disgusting. I don't want to see you. But you're on here anyway. And you know what? Despite seeing the most disgusting, attainable beauty on the Victoria's Secret runway show, despite we had goddesses on there, such as Bella Hadid, for example, we should honestly be happy. We should be happy that, yes, there was like two, I think there was two trans people on the, trans people, I don't believe that people can be trans, but there was two trans people on the stage, like Alice Kansani, for example. Y'all should be lucky that there wasn't any handicapped people on the fucking stage. Remember, like, when there was putting up handicapped people on the runway stages and stuff like that, and thinking, like, that's unattainable goddess beauty? Like, I was like, what? Everyone wanted to complain about Alice Kansani. I think Alice Kansani gets a pass from me. I actually admire and love Alice Kansani. I don't believe in the delusion. Alice Kansani will forever be a man to me. But when you have the talent, you have the beauty, you have the look, and that's exactly what they're coming for. And also, you look like a woman. You do look like a woman, even though you're not. You pass for me. Like, you look great. You have one of the best outfits out there. I love the attire, especially the red one with the chrome red wings, to die for. It was amazing. I was like, wow. But then I see like magazine covers out Right Wing, which I love the Right Wing magazine covers, obviously. I'm Right Wing myself. Evie magazine, they was like, oh, look at the models back when it was 2008, 2006, and then look at the models now. They have Alice Kansani showing on the before, when it was really great, when Victoria's Secret was in their prom, and when they had like a cohesive theme. I'm like, y'all should be happy there was no handicapped people on the fucking stage. Just be happy that wasn't that, because I can't stand to see that. I can't stand to see that. It's like abuse to me. Why you have handicapped people on the stage for? Everyone's a handicap. That's a rarity. Like not everyone's handicapped. Not everyone is like suffering with Down syndrome and things like that of that nature. Like I don't want to see that on stage. I don't want to see like unattainable beauty where I can never be that. Where the next girl can never be that. It's amazing. It's gorgeous to see. It's genetically they're genetically blessed, and you can never do that. And I think that that's where I differ with a lot of these people out here who are complaining about it. Of course, we can have some sort of complaints about the outfits and attire, but be happy it was like somewhat normal, and it wasn't like freaky, like super freaky, like it was Frankenstein walking down the fucking stage. That's what that's where I'm at with this. That's where I'm at with this. I enjoyed it. I think it was amazing. I love the performance of Madison Beer. Madison Beer is one of my favorite singers right now. And I think she can work on a little bit more, honestly, with her stardom. But I think that a lot of feedback for her to look like a beautiful model herself, it's nice to see someone like that on stage and sing a beautiful song like Bittersweet, and a lot of her other songs too. She had a song recently called Yes Baby that came out, Bittersweet. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't really care for Missy Elliott. I didn't really care for Twice. I think that they need to modernize their horizons and stop, no one wants to listen to Missy Elliott anymore. We don't care about Twice. Why can you have Kelly Uchis on there? Why can you have a Lana Del Rey? Charlie XCX, Sabrina Carpenter. Any of these girls could have been on there. I actually would have put like the male artists to be up there for once. Like Sombra could have been up there. Who else? Has Bruno Mars been up there yet? Yes, he has. I think Sombra would have been up there. Malcolm Todd. Just cool, something different on there. People who have went viral on TikTok. People that the generation Z loves and adores. I think that they have been stuck. They're kind of stuck and they're playing everything safe. There's no theme. There's no unattainable beauty, really. So I just feel like they're trying their hardest to come back, and hopefully next year it can be better. Hope they improve. I want to see less fatties. I do. I want to see less fatties. From a person who has lost weight, I was like 300 pounds. I'm like 190 something pounds. I lost a lot of weight, and I feel like I look really good, and I feel very healthy. Prior to being so morbidly obese, it. I reflect on a lot of things, such as like, how I walk up the stairs, I couldn't breathe. I would be in bed, couldn't hardly sleep. Walking was a huge issue for me. I get tired so fast. And then you see someone like Ashley Graham. I hate Ashley Graham. I don't like Ashley Graham. I find that Ashley Graham is very fake, and she's there to push an agenda that being fat is okay when it's not. Ashley Graham is a piece of shit. I don't like Ashley Graham. I think that she's really there to push an agenda. Like, she was asked something about how is it to be, I guess, like a plus size model, and she was pushing out the fact that, like, being on the statistics of morbid obesity in this country involving women and men, and she's like, I'm great, I'm happy. She's basically saying, I'm paraphrasing, that she's happy to be there to be a representation for those women and things like that. That it like being a representation for the women who's a size 14 and up. Here's my thing, bitch. But the people that are size 14 and up, they have a lot of health issues. They have a lot of health issues. So you thinking that you're being a great representation because you're fat, you're beautiful. But because you're fat, it doesn't mean that you are an actual good representation. I'm kind of over this. I miss when, like, back, what was it? It was like a couple years ago when there was this model in there who had like big jugs. She was so tiny, so skinny. She had just big jugs and like thick thighs, but she was skinny. She was actually skinny. In our eyesight, she was skinny, but for Victoria's Secret standards, she was fat. She was plus size model, but she was skinny. That's where I needed to go. I wanted to go back to that. I don't want to see no fat bitches like Ashley Graham or Lizzo on the fucking stage. Like, no, I don't want to see it. And I'm not saying that like she's gross or anything. I think she's pretty. I do think she's pretty, but I don't like what she peddles. So she gets a disrespectful card for me. Like she does. She gets that from me. I don't like that. And a lot of people are also feeling the same way. And because you can't be that. You can't. No matter if you go to Pilates classes, you eat ice for a week or two, genetically and facially, you don't have it. You don't have it. I don't have it. No one I know has it. No one I have ever seen in real life has it like those girls, you know? Um, and that's my thing. That's all I want to say about the Victoria's Secret show. I think that that's mostly everything I wanted to say about it. I highly enjoyed it, and honestly, you should go watch it if you haven't. Who doesn't like to see beautiful women on stage looking gorgeous? And you know, unless you're a fat, nasty, disgusting whore who hates to see other beautiful women, then so be it. Don't fucking watch it, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna move on to something else now. Um, I want to talk about the I've Had It podcast. It's a podcast of two white, middle-aged women. One is called, Jennifer Welsh. Another one is called Angie Sullivan, I think. And they were talking about pro-life. And everyone knows that I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life with no exceptions. I believe that, like, children shouldn't be murdered in the womb. I truly believe that. I think that children should be protected, even if they're like literally this small in the fucking womb. It doesn't fucking matter, you know. It's a human life. I believe that human rights. Not human rights. I believe that human rights, such as even small beings that in the womb that will develop to be, you know, is a human, an adult, and will develop to be one, or you know, a walking child, whatever the fuck, they should be protected. Period. You know, it shouldn't. It's just a no-brainer. You know, and it's really sad to see these women. They're on the podcast saying like, "Oh my God, it's a disgrace that." And I think it's a load of bullshit that people say they're pro-life. How then they went into saying how like, oh, you seem like at the Charlie Kirk memorial and at all these right-wing events, how like Grinder, I don't even understand how that coincides with anything, that Grinder and things like that is saying that they know they get a huge wave of men that's in these audiences that are you know, that they're technically trying to call like all these right-wing people to be down low, which I think they forget that there are gays that also go to these events. Like there are like gays who identify with conservatives out there, with right-wingers. Even though I don't believe I'm conservative, I've never said that. I believe I fall in the right-wing politics. I don't believe that gays and trans people can be conservative, because I believe conservatism is a lifestyle. I do. I believe that a lot of gays and trans people, they live very liberal lifestyles. That's very true, honestly. And you can have right-wing beliefs and things like that. I think people consider me to be very right, like far right, because I have a lot of different beliefs that are very far right. And you know, I don't believe that these women, they don't think that gays, trans people, whatever, go to these events as well. Like they're invited actually, and that's the thing, you know. And I think that's probably why a lot of right wingers are like far right wingers are like, this is a load of bullshit, because how you gonna say we're against the trans ideology, but yeah, you invite trans people? It just makes no sense. And I agree with them. It makes no sense. I think it's, you know, it's like a form of liberalism. Sorry, I had a burp. But the girls, they was pondering over that, and I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that if you're basically saying if you're gay, right? If you're gay, you can't be pro-life. You can't want to protect a developing human being that is innocent, that hasn't murdered anyone, hasn't done anything to anyone, who don't deserve any consequences for just living, being born in the womb. Like it makes no sense to me. It absolutely makes no sense to me. I think that these women are so retarded. I think that the thing with me, I agree with some things that they say about, like, you know, Israel, and they hound on a lot of politicians who are, you know, they're endorsing, but asking the questions, are you going to be endorsed by APAC and things like that? They do hound on these politicians. I do think that they have some good intentions, but at the same time, like, they are like leftists and they have an agenda to push as well. And I think that what they like to do, like to shame people for wanting to preserve human life. And I don't think that's right. I really don't. I think that's like a load of shit. I really do. Because what is someone's sexuality has to do with wanting to preserve the human race? Whether you're black or white or whatever have you, you know? Do they not realize how many, like millions upon millions of children are like literally murdered inside the womb each year? It's not only because of Roe v. Wade has been, has been done. Um, it still happens in a lot of leftist cities. Like, I think like what was it? Um, there was a city, I forgot. Is it Pennsylvania or something like that, where like you can have an abortion up to 9 months? Don't quote me on that. Um, it was some politician, but I literally forgot his name. It just slipped my brain. Sometimes I wish I had notes to like, refer to, but I literally don't have it. I just do it off my head. But anyways, there's states that do of abortion up to 9 months still, even though like, in red states it's basically illegal. And it's they're still killing innocent children. Like even before they come out of the womb. It's insane to me. And I don't understand where they think that's okay. It's demonic. I believe it's a death cult. That's what I believe. I believe it's a death cult. The left is a death cult. They don't want you to be a better person. They want you to be morbidly obese, sick. They claim they are pro V. They're pro pharmaceuticals, and like just like what was it like 2 weeks ago, there were women that were pregnant. They was told that ingesting Tylenol, you can give your child autism. And they was like, oh, I can? I'm just gonna like down a bottle of fucking Tylenol. It makes no sense. Like, and it's been known that Tylenol has always been like a risk to take when you are pregnant. I think any medication you take while you're pregnant is not a good thing. I don't understand where these people don't understand that. Like, why? Because you don't like RFK Jr., you're like, oh, I'm going to do the opposite. I don't understand that. Things can be true. Like from the left perspective, like how they hound on these politicians that take APAC money, that can be true. I agree with that. I can agree with that ideology. But I can also agree also with, the right-wing people and understand like, yeah, ingesting like, a man-made pill, it could fuck up your child in the womb. I don't understand these people, and this is what, to be honest, I'm kind of moving away from like, I don't care if you call me far right or not. People call me far right, so I just take it on. I don't want to be associated with any of you people. I don't like anyone. I haven't followed so many people that are right wing, and I haven't followed basically anyone who's fucking left. I fucking hate leftist people. I can't stand it. I can stomach right wing people, but I've been noticing now since everyone's like so hip now. Oh, it's the Jews. Like, of course, like I've been talking about this since I don't even know when, like what, 6 years ago now, basically, where I was talking about the Jews and Israel taking over our country, and Hollywood issues. Even when Kanye came out and talked about it, like, I was on board. I knew exactly what he was talking about. I was on board and I got into it. It maybe took me a little bit to learn more about stuff like that. But now I see it's like a trend now. Everyone wants to jump on it. Everyone wants to try to be who can be the most offensive. Who can be the most offensive. Everyone's always saying faking gay this, faking gay this. It's just, you're so corny. You're so insignificant. No one gives a fuck about you. There's nothing, and these people are so fake. They're so fake. They don't actually believe in anything that they believe in at all. And that's the scary part about it. They don't believe it. The only thing they care about is like the numbers that you guys give them. They care about the numbers. I don't even look at my numbers anymore. What's the fucking point? What's the point of looking at my numbers when I know I can literally get chopped tomorrow? It doesn't matter. And these people, like, they only crave fame. They only crave crave all this. I used to crave that. I don't really care anymore. I live my life. You know, I like, you know, what you're supposed to do, you get your fucking ass up, you go to work, protect yourself, protect your family, live a happy life. That's really what you should do. Because honestly, despite, and even if you probably don't have like the most happiest life, you should be grateful that you do have that, because I do believe that with where AI is going, where, you know, these technocrats are going, that Trump endorses, technocrats like Larry Ellison, for example, um, I don't think that we have much longer to be humans. I don't. I think they're going to replace all of us with robots. I think that it's going to get so bad. People are now coming out and talking about how AI is so scary that they are seeing videos online. I've seen videos too where I literally thought that it was real and it wasn't. It was AI, and it honestly scared the hell out of me, because I look in the comments and like, oh, this is AI, and I look back and I'm like, wait, it's actually AI. And it's very scary. It's very scary, you know? Like, what if, for example, I think I see Andrew Tate. Yeah, I did. I reposted on my Instagram where Andrew Tate was talking about how he seemed like this dog that was on a tricycle. And it was like, I guess it was like steering the tricycle and things like that. And he was like, I was bamboozled by it. I thought it was like a real dog on the tricycle actually steering it with his, like, you know, his legs and stuff. And he was also saying how scary this is, and how, what if they dress up, I don't know, dress up, or they make up our president saying something about we're in a war or something, and who knows, anything can happen. They can try to create fake scenarios. That's how scary this is, and that's why I feel like a lot of people are on the fence about the Charlie Kirk thing too. They can manipulate the cameras now. They can manipulate, you know, phone calls, text messages, create a chat GBT type of letter, anything. And I think that it's okay that people are being cautious of, you know, AI and what's put in front of us, because it honestly, it could be detrimental. It honestly could be detrimental to all of us and to our families, and to the information that we also consume too. So I think that it's right to be cautious and to be steadfast in that. Okay, and then another thing I want to talk about is the illegal immigrant officer that was that was in Chicago. I think his name is Rajul Bolshevik or something like that. I don't know. He's some sort of illegal immigrant that was found detained by the ICE agents. And I don't understand this. I don't understand how illegal immigrants can be here for like 20 to 40 years here in this country, and we don't know anything about it. How do they go under the radar so much? Is it because they have connections? I really think it's due to connections. It's due to like probably like family that has been there, who have been born here, that let them slip through the system and allow them to become our officers, to be able to have driver's license. I remember seeing that there was a thing where they're creating driver's license for these illegal immigrants, and they put no name on there and no address. I'm like, how is that even possible? You have to, in order for this to happen, either the certain DMVs in certain districts are basically breaking the law, or either there is someone out there that they know of that is breaking the law and just like writing these people off and just passing these people. I don't know, but I find it to be very, very concerning. It's like we should all be on high alert. We don't know who, like, no wonder there are so many car crashes nowadays, especially with these big trucks, you know, like trucks that are like delivering packages or delivering hardware or whatever. It could be anything. And we see it's always an immigrant that's in a horrible car crash causing multiple collisions. How are they able to do this? They can't even read our signs. I remember when I took my driver's test a while back. I think it was 2 years ago, and I was in the car with the driving you know, assistant teacher, whatever the have you. I don't fucking know. And he was also complaining about how, you know, so many of these people, they come in and they're illegal, whatever, and they don't read the signs and stuff. They take them, they give them an easier path just so they can actually like pass the DMV test and the driver license test. And I'm like, what? So I have to work harder because I'm a citizen, but they can't even read our signs. How is that even I don't know how it's possible. I don't even know how it's legal, especially because we live in Louisville, Kentucky. How is that even like a thing? This is a red state basically. So imagine how it is in leftist states. I don't know. I just found it so weird. I know there was a No Kings protest. You guys, you claiming that Trump is a king, or whatever like that. Dude, I'm not even pro-Trump anymore. I'm not even pro any of these politicians anymore. Everyone can suck it. But you guys, you're doing this because you don't like that he is hounding down on illegal immigrants. Which I don't think it's... Honestly, it's not as in bigger... What can I say? Widespread going after illegal immigrants the way that Obama did, Joe Biden did, a lot of other ones before him did. It's not even as big as it is. It's just because they don't like him, you know? It's really annoying because they're blocking people's way to go to work. They have all these protests for no reason, as if detaining illegals is ever going to stop. It's never going to stop, you know? I know he's not doing it at the rate that we want him to do, because it's like, how many illegals in this fucking country? Last time I heard it was like, what, 6 million, I think? 5 million? I don't even know. It's in the millions. That's what I've heard. And at the rate he's going every month, it's not going to make a dent by the time he fucking leaves office. So it's really unfortunate. They want to say no kings. No, you just want your kings in there. People who are tyrannical, just like they were under COVID. Even, even Trump endorsed those people, and like, he's great buddies with Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom wouldn't even let you go to the beach. It makes no sense, but because Gavin Newsom likes Trump, like Trump is okay with him. But I thought that Trump said that he doesn't play nice with his enemies, but he can snuggle up and rub shoulders with Gavin Newsom. It just makes no sense to me. I just found it all to be such a big game, you know. We have a government shutdown right now. People are not getting paid. A lot of federal workers are not getting paid, especially if you work at an airport or whatever have you. You're not going to get paid until this government shutdown is done. The last time we had one was in like, what, during COVID, 2018 to 2020, or 2018 to 2019, something like that, where people are getting laid off. Even if you work in an independent contractor, you can get laid off, or, you know, they don't have the funds to pay you. Especially in this climate where like eggs are like $300. It's a joke. It's not actually $300, but people, you know, gas has went down, but it's still hard out here. Rent is super high. That's due to illegal immigration too, and a lot of these immigrants that are landlords as well. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of inflation has really fucked us up. He want to talk about stimulus check? Keep it, because honestly, that's what got us in this state right now with stimulus. It really did. That COVID relief bullshit too. That's what got us in this big inflation. You can't just keep on printing money while we're in debt and then expect people to be able to come. It's insane, you guys. Like, it's unfortunate what has happened. You know, people are barely getting by. Government has shut down. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what we're gonna do. Wait. There's no point in voting no more. What's the point in voting? I'm not voting anymore unless I actually really believe that someone is actually going to do something. I don't believe these people are going to do anything. I think it's done. It's over. I think we finally cracked the code about who's really here for us and who really isn't, you know? Whether it's right or left. And I think that it took a lot of us to later realize this. I think I realized this sooner. I didn't vote last election. I didn't, um, and I don't regret not voting. Um, you know, I really don't. Then we have a ceasefire that happened, which I am glad that there is a ceasefire. I'm not going to say that I didn't want a ceasefire, but let's be honest. I don't believe that it's over. I believe that next is going to be Iran. I mean, Bibi Netanyahu, that's all he talks about is Iran and how they're creating more weapons of mass destruction to murder all of us. Like, he's been saying this over and over again. Trump is sucking off Miriam Elderson, who literally says that, who didn't even say whether or not she was more, loyal to America than Israel. He didn't want to answer that question, but yet he congratulates her, right? Like, billionaires who only have more love for a foreign nation than our country, that's who we should endorse, right? Oh, I love Trump so much. He's amazing. The only person I trust in the office is Melania and Barron Trump. That's the only two people I trust, honestly. And Thomas Massey, he's my congressman, and Senator Ron Paul. That's all. That's the only people I trust. Marjorie Taylor Greene is on my list too. I like her a lot. Who else? There's a lot of other people too, but I forgot I'd be forgetting their names. I'm sorry. You try doing this, sitting here and try to remember all these people's names and all this information. You do it, and then you come back to me. I don't know how. Sometimes I don't know how Nick Fuentes does it, because he's so great with doing that. I love that he can just remember shit off the cuff of his brain, but like, see, I have so much other shit going on in my life that this stuff goes like, it goes in my brain and then out, and it literally goes out of me when I shit. So I don't even think about it no more. But I don't know. I find this all to be very insane, and oh well. Hopefully it gets better, but I don't think it will. I think we're in end times. I think that's what it is. We're in end times. It's not going to get better. Let me see what y'all saying. What gloss do I use? I use this e.l.f. gloss just now, like before I got on here. I like your jewelry. Thank you. I bought this from I went from a bargain store. Bargain bins is what we have here. And this is really cool. I love buying jewelry. I'm a jewelry fanatic, you guys. I love jewelry. I got this one from Amazon. These three are vintage. Got this from Amazon too. I love how big these are. They're really cool. Amazon. I've been buying a lot of Amazon jewelry. I'm not even gonna hold you. These are from Amazon. This is from Amazon too. These two Amazon, Marshalls, vintage. And I think that's all I have. Usually I have like so much jewelry on, you know what I mean? Let me just look through the comments. I know I'm gonna get like a lot of hate, and it's okay. I don't really care. You look good in red. I did have a red outfit on in one of my last posts. Honestly, I like that video so much more, like my live. I honestly just have had the worst week ever, to be honest. So like, coming on here and talking, it's taken a lot out of me, because life has just been insane. I don't even know what that means. Maybe you are AI. You think I'm not real? Okay. What's up, bro? Hi. Can you stop yapping? This is the channel of yapping. I'm sorry. God bless you. Yes, it does. I am God's favorite. I have a good life. I don't understand. I would never understand how you people think that, like, just because you're gay, you don't have a good life, and that I can't be blessed by God. I'm so blessed by God. You don't even understand. It's like, I'm so blessed. Like, you think I bet your life sucks because this is all you do. You come on people's pages, and you can't even listen to their message or anything like that. I know, like, I'm not the most. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about, like, I'm not boring. I come on here. Yes, I yap. Everyone fucking yaps, you stupid piece of shit. Everyone fucking yaps. Everyone yaps. It's just the way that people yap you don't like. And it's okay. You don't have to be here. You don't fucking have to be here. No one asked you to come on my channel. You stupid fuck. Okay? And yes, this is a channel that will actually come for your fucking ass. You get on my fucking nerves. My mom was telling me that her friend from Mexico said they don't need driver's license in Mexico. Okay, that's insane. I'll debate you on live. I don't give a fuck about you. Back to the border, and that's in order. Then come back as a legal amigo. See, that's the thing. I don't. I really think that we should have, like, we should stop immigration for a while. I really do. I think that no one should come through, legally or not. Look, see, this is why people call me, like, far right. I think we should halt it. We have so many illegals in this country. And do we have people who come here who are legal? They come here, they take all of our benefits that we give them, you know, and they send it back to where they came from. Then they, after a couple of years, they leave. I think that that's bad. I think also Trump has touched on that, which I give him his 10s when it's due. Like, to combat these immigrants who come here just to benefit from America, but then don't actually love this country. I think that we should really just stop immigration indefinitely until we get our country together. But we're so focused on Israel. We're so focused on Ukraine. All this other stuff. Government shutdown. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's not ever going to happen that way. I didn't go to college. College is for sissies. We are Charlie Kirk. We prefer China, okay. Last one we had is when Democrats refused to negotiate. Eggs higher than gas. True. Bro could have been a rapper. That's funny. Someone asked, oh. See, like, what is these comments? There's, like, no good comments at all. Those bracelets, thank you. I think these are really cool, actually. I love these. Okay. Why are people so rude? I don't know. You know what's so funny too? In my real life, normal people, I always get compliments. I always get compliments. I like this little girl the other day. She was 13 years old. She came up to me with her eyes bright, and she loved the makeup look I was doing. Like, I did a whole different look. I don't have I have many different styles. I have range. Like, one day I can look like this. One day I can, like, wear no makeup. Next day I can wear, like, glam. Like, that's just who I am. Of course, I don't wear wigs or dresses. Like, no. I just like makeup. It's fun. And I like fashion. I don't think that's wrong. I think the people in this comment section, they're so boring and insignificant that no one even gives a fucking shit about them. So when they see someone like me, it's like intimidating, you know? And it's okay if you're intimidated. Like, I'm a very intimidating person. Like, I wouldn't, if I saw you in real life and the way that you are on here, I wouldn't even look at you because you're so insignificant. No one gives a fuck about you. That's why you're on here. He's running across while committing sin. I love Jesus. You are born out of sin. What are you talking about? So you're telling me that, like, because I'm gay, that I can't love God? Are you serious? You sin every day. What are you talking about? You a baddie. Thank you. No judgment. I welcome all judgment here, actually. I judge everyone. You judge me, I judge everyone too. Are you happy Charlie Kirk is dead? No. Oh my god. I don't want anyone to die. Don't pay them any attention. Be happy. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I do. I'm okay. Um, Saucy Santana. No, I actually did see Saucy Santana one day. Sick jewelry. Thank you. Um, um, I'm going to be Jason for Halloween. Yeah, you should. I was thinking about being Big Ange. Y'all know who Big Ange is? I love Big Ange. She's like, what'd she say? She's like, my velvet lipstick. I love Big Ange. I think she's so funny. She's like, my little pocketbook. Y'all know like the what was it? I think she's like some sort of Italian housewife or something, mob wife or something like that. I love her. Um, are you in an active relationship with a man? No. Um, allow these hungry, broke, lost people to bring. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Um, what are your pronouns? I, I'm obviously a man. I don't. That's so disrespectful. The fact that we no. What happened to when there's such thing as feminine and gay men? There has always been gay men, but now since you have these like, what is it? These I can't even say the T granny word on her because like TikTok, like not TikTok, but YouTube would take me down. We what happened to the fact where like gay men that are feminine exist? It makes no sense. I don't know. I like your lips. Thanks. They're mine. Oh my god. Prep before a party boy. That's insane. I hate your lip. Thank you. Um, you girl, what? Do you enjoy fish? Why you keep asking me if I enjoy fishing? That's insane. Actually, men and women wear makeup and have been wearing makeup for years. Even men that you watch on shows and movies, they wear makeup all the time. Even on the red carpet, they wear makeup. So what are you talking about? It doesn't even make sense. Favorite movie? I think my favorite movie would be what is it? I have so many favorite movies.